Mr. Mike. Let's draw with Mr. Mike. D-R-A-W with M-R-M-I-K-E.
Oh, hi everybody. How are we today? I'm reading a book, and I thought that maybe we could learn how to draw a book today. This is a book that I made called Twins. I'm the author and the illustrator on this book. We're not going to draw this particular book, but I thought that it might be kind of fun if we learn how to make a book like this. See, we have the pages here. We have the cover, which is this part of the book here. And then you can see the book is open, and you can see the spine. Now, if we take this book and we open it up, so here's the cover, here's the spine, and inside are the pages. Right here, see the pages? Okay, here's a goofy page right here. We see the boy and the giraffe doing all sorts of different things. They're dancing and they're reading. How appropriate, they're reading, and we're going to draw a book. Okay, so if we look at this and we put it just like that, this is similar to how we're going to draw. We can see the pages, and we can see the cover, and you can see the spine down here, okay? So let's talk about what we're going to draw with today. We're going to use just this. An arc and a line is all we need to create a book. It's very simple. Very simple. We are going to do this together, and we can use any art materials that we want. You can use a pencil, you can use colored pencil. We've got all sorts of different crayons that you could use. If you have crayons, you can feel free to use those. You can draw with markers, you can draw with gel crayons, you can draw with, I've got oil pastels here. You can draw with paint sticks. These are amazing paint sticks you can draw with. These are really fun. So whatever art materials you are comfortable with, you should draw with that. But always feel free to explore new art materials, because you may find something that you really like to draw with. For example, I recently got these gel crayons, and I never tried them before, but I absolutely love drawing with them. So always be open to trying new art materials, because you may find something you like more than what you're currently using. It's kind of like if you had the same thing for lunch every day and you only eat that one thing, but you don't try something new. What if you do try something new and you like that even more than the thing that you were having every day for lunch? So it's always good to try new things every now and then. Okay, so let's get started drawing our book. I'm going to draw with a marker, so it's nice and easy for you to see what I'm drawing. I'm going to use this blue marker right here. Okay, and I have my reference drawing, so I can see it right over here. I'm going to turn my paper like this, sideways. Okay, now we're going to start with that arc, but it's not going to be a deep arc. It's going to be a wide, shallow arc. So that means that it's going to go from here, and we're going to go over to here. And you'll see that's the curve of the paper. And then we're going to do another one just like this over to here. And this is the top pages, okay, curving in toward the middle, okay? And we're going to do the same thing down at the bottom, okay? So here we go. Do an arc here. Have it come down to a point, and then we're going to go across again. Now it's important that you leave this space here, because these are the pages that we're creating, okay? And now we're just going to join these two lines across with a line. It's going to go straight down like that. And these points here, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to draw a line. It's going to go all the way down and meet right there. And then I bet you can guess what's going to happen next. We're going to draw another line right here. Whee! Stop. And And then if you have a little space like that, like I do, you can just join it. That's fine. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We're just going to repeat what you see and just make it look like there's more pages. So on this side, we'll start on this side, which is the left side. We'll do a little line like that, and then a long line that follows this long line, this page. So we want these two lines to be parallel. So that means they have the same distance here as they do here, and they go straight down. So we'll bring this down to a point, and then we're going to take that and we're going to make another arc and then have it join right underneath there. So a little point. Okay? It's a very wide arc there. Then we'll do the same thing on this side. We'll go, our arc will follow along and come to a point, and then we'll do a little line off to the right side, and then we're going to make a parallel line straight down and then connect it to the corner. Now it's not perfectly parallel here. I made a little mistake. That's fine. Mistakes are okay. Don't worry about mistakes. I make lots and lots of mistakes. So now we're going to do the same thing again. We're just going to do a short little line here on the left side and then do our parallel line and have it come down. And we're going to make this the cover. So the cover on this particular book, I'm going to round this corner a little bit. On this particular book is going to be a hardcover. So a hardcover, let me show you this. So a hardcover, it's rigid, it's stiff, it doesn't bend very easily, you know? So we want to show that this is a hardcover. Now, if it was a paperback book, that would be made of softer material that could bend, okay? But we are not making a paperback book for our drawing, we are making a hardcover book. And the reason for me telling you that is when we draw this line at the bottom here, we want to have it go straight, not curve, like that. And then we're going to do a little arc here for the spine, and then we're going to go straight across again, just like that. Now these two lines do not have any curve to them. There are no arcs. They go straight across. And then we can continue what we did before. We have our little line off the right, round the corner a little, and then do a parallel line and have it come down like this. Now you're thinking, well, that's not a very thick book, right? Hey, Mr. Mike, that's not a very thick book. You're right, it's not. We can fill in more pages without having to draw all of that, okay? So we can suggest that there's a lot more pages, but not have to draw all of that just by, if you do a bunch of arcs right in here, you can make it look like there's more pages, and then you can do more here and more here. And then we can do the same thing on the other side. Okay, and then we can do one below like this. Okay, and then if you have pages, or you have the arc that goes out here, you can do, just like we did up here, you can have those lines come down and join with them to make it look like there's more pages. Okay, and there we go. We don't have to do that here because this page is covering that, but if you want, you could come in here and draw another line in there. And that is our book. We could even add in a little line here and here for the inside of the spine. And that's our book. Now, I thought of what we could put on the pages here, but I'm going to leave that to you because I think that you should take the opportunity, now that you have a book, that you should create a story. But right now, for this, let's color in this book. And let's make it a story about, I think I'm going to make mine, I'm going to just make up something right now. what is the first thing that pops in my head? I'm trying not to do ice cream cone because I always do ice cream cone. So let me see. And I'm not doing pizza because I always do pizza. What is something? A taco. I'm going to do a taco. All right, so we're going to make a taco book. So let's make a story about a taco. So I'm going to draw a taco, which is very easy to do. I'm going to draw an arc and then some little arcs like this inside, and then some more arcs, and then another arc behind here, and another arc that just goes at the bottom that comes up. And then we can connect these two arcs here to make a taco. So I created that taco with the same things that we used to create the book, an arc and a line. How cool is that? We can use arcs and lines to do lots of things. We can make books and we can make tacos. I'm sure we can make other things too. So let's make this taco. And this taco, maybe it's over here and it has feet. And it's going to walk along and it's going to go across the page and it's going to get all the way to its house. Also drawn with line. And we'll make a little square there for the window. And we need a door for the taco. And maybe some grass outside the taco's house. Okay, so we've got our taco, we've got our house. Maybe this is a taco adventure. I don't know. We can talk about that later. Let's talk about putting some color on this book. Okay, so I'm going to make the pages a very light color so that we can see the things on it. What light color? I have a peachy kind of color here. I don't know what color this, we'll call this peachy. Or light tan, it's like a light tan. Okay, and I'm going to use this to color in the pages. So I want to see what is going on. Now your story may look completely different. Mine is a simple story about a taco that wants to get home. The taco that lost its way and needs to get home. And maybe Taco's friend Nacho is waiting for Taco at home. And they're going to have some cheese together. Maybe that's what it's about. I don't know. So I'm just coloring in my pages in any direction I want, just to fill in some color. Oh, and I started coloring the house too. We're gonna not color in the house. I'm gonna color that in later. Okay, Taco, we're gonna help you get home. We're gonna read all about your story and figure out what adventures you have on the way home to meet with your friend Nacho. Okay, so we've got the page colored. Now I'm going to use this. Oh, I'll use this color, purple, for the cover. So this is the cover. This is the back side of it that you're seeing. But that'll make the pages jump out because it's a different color than the pages. And then you'll be able to know that it's definitely the cover is purple. Okay. Now we gotta color in our taco friend. Let's see, I will use a corn tortilla shell that is yellow. And I'll do this side too. And then I'll just make it so that you can see the lettuce that's in there. Make it green. Okay, and now what color should our house be? I think the house maybe is, let's make the house blue. No, let's make the house kind of pink. Let's make it pink. That's a pink house. It doesn't really look like pink. But we'll take it. I like it. It looks good. And then we'll make green. Grass there. And maybe use that purple again for the door and then the window. Okay, so now we've got our book, and how do I not make some color in the background just to fill in some color around it. We'll use this blue. Kind of like the book is flying. Kind of reminds me of Flying Books, reminds me of the Fantastic Flying Books of Mr. Morris. Am I getting the title right? Mr. Morris Lesmore? Fantastic. Is it Fantastic Flying Books or the Fantastic Books? I don't remember the title, but it is a fantastic book. It actually was also an animated short. I believe it won an Academy Award. Really great. Fantastic Flying Books of Mr. Morris Lesmore. I think that's what it was called. Okay, so here we go. I did it wrong again. I always do that wrong. I put it on the wrong side every time. Here's our book, everybody. Now, what's inside your book? What did you pull from your imagination to put inside your book? And the beauty is you can do this again and draw a new story on your book. You can do this all over again and make your own book. And we are going to do an episode. I promise this. I want to make an episode that shows you an easy way so that you can make your own book, an actual book that includes pages that can be stapled together, and then you can write your own story. I think it's a great opportunity to use our imaginations to create stories and share them with others. So thank you very much for drawing a book with me today. If you would like to see more drawings just like this, visit my website, drawwithmrmike.com. And if you'd like to send me pictures of your drawings, there's an email address on my website. You just click the email button, or there's a website address that you can have your parents take a picture of your drawing and send it to me, and I'll share it behind me on my backdrop, or I'll put it on my social media channels. All right? Thank you so much for drawing with me today. Have a wonderful day. Bye.